Question, member from Toronto Danforth.
Speaker, for the second time in about a week, the Minister of Energy has defended outrageous salaries for hydro executives. For the Minister of Energy. The CEO of the privatized Hydro One now makes 6 times the salary of his predecessor. God bless. And the CEO of OPG made over $2 million last year, even though the CEO of Hydro
Minister of Infrastructure
somehow makes do with less than a third of that. Wow. But the Minister of Energy thinks it's okay for CEOs to extract these outrageous salaries from their customers. Is this why the minister thinks it's okay for private investors to drive up hydro bills so they can extract outrageous profits from the ratepayers of Ontario?
Thank you. Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pleased to rise and comment once again on recognizing that, yes, Mr. Speaker, we've all acknowledged that these are high salaries, Mr. Speaker. But when it comes to OPG, the one individual that the honourable member mentioned, this is the individual that is actually running our nuclear facilities, Mr. Speaker. We want to ensure that we have the best in the world to make sure that our nuclear facilities stay safe, Mr. Speaker. We also want to ensure that we have our nuclear facilities, Mr. Speaker, on refurbishment right now at Darlington, Mr. Speaker, that they're on time and on budget. And the work that our executive team at OPG is doing, Mr. Speaker, is keeping them ahead of schedule and under budget, Mr. Speaker, and that's fantastic news because all of those savings, Mr. Speaker, go back to ratepayers. And when you're talking about salaries, Mr. Speaker, we're not even talking about a cent that would be on anybody's bills, Mr. Speaker. We're looking at making sure that we're taking 25% off all bills, Mr. Speaker, and we're going to do that come summer. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Speaker, back to the Minister of Energy. The values of those who think these outrageous CEO salaries are acceptable are the same values of those who think it's acceptable to drive hydro bills up to the point where people have difficulty paying them. Ontario used to have a hydro system that reflected our public values. But the PCs and the Liberals have replaced this with a system based on different values, a system based on private profit, not public good. Will the minister restore the public values of Ontario's hydro system and stop the sell-off of Hydro One?
Mr. Speaker, the system that he's talking about, Mr. Speaker, when they were in power and when the Conservatives were in power, Mr. Speaker, their system, they let it actually disintegrate, Mr. Speaker. They let it fall apart, Mr. Speaker. We had to invest $50 billion. Let me say that again, $50 billion to ensure that we have a reliable system, Mr. Speaker. Now they want to go back to the way it was. It's like they want to be like the PCs, Mr. Speaker, and bring back coal. We actually eliminated coal, Mr. Speaker. That is like taking 7 million cars off the road. Investing.
Member from Hamilton East Stony Creek, come to order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This government is not looking back, Mr. Speaker. This government is looking forward. We're creating jobs. We're building Ontario up. We're lowering electricity bills for everyone, Mr. Speaker. We won't look to the past like our opposition parties.